Paramshanti Bapuji. Today we talk about healing. I have lot of questions related to healing. Today worldwide, varieties of healing therapies are prevalent in different names. It is also known as alternate theory of healing. Healing is done by transferring the power. It is also believed that due to healing negative karmic records or negative energy is burnt away and paves the way towards salvation of the soul. It is said that there are many advantages of healing. We will know what is the reality regarding this healing process. Also I would like to know how long and up to what extent healer can transfer power to someone and what is his source of power. Another important question I want to ask, is there creation of any new karmic bondage called as karma bandhan between the healer and the person who is undergoing healing therapy? We have heard, during ancient time sages and saints used to do healing from their own power. Also I want to know, is it necessary to take healing from others? Who is the ultimate healer in the whole world? Does healer also fall sick? Is it possible to heal people in a group? Today there are various groups performing group healing. These healing groups asked for the photo of the person who is ill or in grief or depression, and all group members heal him or her by transferring power to the ill or grieved person. If the healer himself does not have stable mind, then what will be result of healing therapy done by him? You have said many a times that one should not take even shadow of the negative people. If we happen to meet such a healer who is negative inside and looks positive outwardly, then what will be the effect of healing therapy in our soul? We want to know every aspect of healing. Please guide us. What is the truth?
Worldwide, many healing therapies are gaining popularity. There are varieties of healing therapies. In reality, in the process of healing, the main object is to understand the process of transfer of power between the person who heals and the person who is undergoing healing treatment. Healer transfers his own power to the other person who is under grief or depression or sad because of his physical illness or other problems. Ultimately, such people go to healing therapist for their recovery. But one important thing, you asked that in ancient time, sages and saints also have healing powers to cure, but how can you compare between the soul power of ancient sages and saints and the power of present-time human beings or healing therapists? Sages and saints of ancient period had power to connect with Supreme Soul and take power directly from incorporeal powerhouse, from the highest authority. They did not take power from human beings. Sages and saints take power from incorporeal form of Supreme Soul. They used to take power from the ultimate Supreme Soul called as Parbrahma Parameshwar. They had powers to heal from far away distance. They can cure within seconds by transferring power to the suffering soul who is in pain. Whenever powerful sages and saints go into meditative stage, they can visualize the whole world. Whenever they find anyone depressed, they transfer the power to the person for their recovery, and within a second all the diseases and problems get resolved. Blind persons get power to see, and leprosy patients in acute condition get cured through their power. If we envisage the stage of sages and saints during ancient period and the stage of mental state of healers in present time, then there is huge difference between the two. If one compares these two, it is find that at present the healing activity carried out by the healing therapist is nothing but a commercial business only. If the healer himself does not have any power, then what the healer will transfer to other person. In the past, what was the source of power for the sages and saints, and nowadays the healing therapists where from get their power?
In short, I have to say that healers take powers from the angels, also known as Farishta, God and Goddess, good souls and spirits, etc. I want to know, in reality, do angels have power or not?
Any healer, a human being, takes power from angel or Farishta. How far these angels resides? Today scientists say that gravity of our sun extends up to 75,000 crore kilometer. The souls live within the range of gravity of sun, that is 75,000 crore kilometer. Maybe the resident of subtle world whom you call as Farishta or angel. How much power do they have? Angels have body of three elements, ether, air and fire. Gravity of sun affects the fire element in the body of angels. Fire element in the body of the angels is not the power which can heal anybody.
It is said that angels have body made of light.
If it is so, then we can say that body of ghosts and devils is also made of light. Their body is made up of 3 elements as mentioned earlier. They can also travel anywhere in the world in 1 second.
What we discuss here, where from the healer take power.
Healing therapists are taking power from their source, such as the angels or souls in subtle world, but now angels also do not have any power. So what they have the same will be transferred to others. That means what power the healer has, that will be transferred to the suffering soul. You also said that if mental state of the healing therapist is not good, or thinking of somebody and also is in anger, then his aura becomes red and his anger will be passed on to the other person. One has to see whether the healers are living life of austerity like sages and saints. Sages and saints take power from the ultimate authority called as Parbrahma Parameshwar in incorporeal form.
Bapuji, one thing I want to tell about healing, that healer becomes a mediator and take power from the angel he believes in and transfer it to the other person.
Let's discuss the power that the angels possess, but first understand where these angels reside, that is how far from the gravity of sun. Whoever comes within the range of gravity of sun gravity, they do not have any power. According to law of the soul world, those who are under the influence of sun gravity, these souls are in karmic bondages or karma bandhan. It is applicable to everyone, whether angel in 3 elemental stage or human beings in 5 elemental stage.
That means both healer and taker of healing therapy come under the cycle of karmic bondages known as karma bandhan.
Yes, karma bandhan will come into effect. Theory of karma applies to everyone.
Then how healing can help to eliminate sins or negativity in a soul?
That what I'm trying to explain here, that nowadays the profession of healing therapy, which is going on all around the world, becomes a commercial business, but healers themselves don't have any power. Then how they are transferring power to other person? Now they are also doing group healing by placing photo of person to be healed. So what power transferred if healers do not possess any power?
It is told that healers give good wishes and blessings for the well-being of the person.
First understand who can bless you, whose blessings will work. It is said that one who blesses should be an ascetic tapasvi and renunciate tyaji, and should also have power. Only then the receiver will be blessed with positive power. If somebody without any power blesses you with good wishes, then what will be transferred to you when there is no power in the feelings of the healer? The healer is filled with junk, that is negative energy. That means the same negative energy will be transferred to you. Healer is transferring whatever power he has, which is nothing but only negative energy. Just imagine what type of energy the other person will receive. It is a matter of common sense. Sages were always in remembrance of the Almighty Authority. They were in connection with the incorporeal ultimate source of power. Sages and saints were doing the healing activity in their meditative stage samadhi avastha only, and they were also in direct connection with Almighty Authority during healing process.
Bapuji, in Shiv Yog power is taken from Shiv. Shiv, the creator of this one Brahmand, is having limited power to maintain his creation. You have earlier mentioned in a video regarding the existence of supreme power having infinite power. There is also video on meditation in which it is explained how to connect with the supreme infinite source. You have given knowledge about astral traveling, invisible science and various other topics. I want to say, in reality we are binding ourselves during healing process. If we borrow 1 rupee, then also we create of karma bandhan. Receiving blessings from somebody or during healing, we are subjected to increasing burden of karma bandhan with every such action. So what is the ultimate source of power? As you have said, angels also have limited powers. You have also said that they cannot go beyond the influence of gravity of the sun. There are angels or the saints in various layers of Brahmand, such as Bhavarlok, Swarglok, Maharlok, Janlok, Taplok, and Satyalok. Sages and saints can only go up to their level, not beyond that. Angels also have their fixed energy levels. In reality, those who need power, what he has to do?
I have told in one of my video about meditation. Yog means connection, and we must be clear whom we meditate upon to empower ourselves. Look for that infinite source, who is powerhouse. One who is creator and controller of the infinite world is the ultimate healer, controller, healer of the infinite creation and source of all visible and invisible power is the almighty authority who governs billions of multiverses.
Visible and invisible?
Visible world is nothing in comparison to invisible world. Invisible world is very big. That is why Lord Sri Krishna said in Gita, forget your body and bodily relations, remember me the Supreme Soul while being in soul consciousness. I will clear off all your sins. Why don't you search for the almighty authority? Why do you approach to an ordinary human being for healing? Watch my video on almighty authority who is real powerhouse and is also an incorporeal form.
Today human being wants fast results. Like popping a pill and becomes alright within few hours.
What you gain from such healers who are filled with negative thoughts and perform the healing process with such thoughts, same energy will be transferred to the other person. Ultimately his causal body is filled with negative energy only. Had the healer been a powerful soul, then he would not have been in this physical human body as per the law of karma. If you have the knowledge of theory of karma, then you can understand clearly why someone born as human being in physical form. Initially angels were created, then they became deities, and from deities they degraded to human beings in physical form due accumulation of negative desires and karmic records. So you are taking power from a human soul who is not even an angel.
Should healing and power be taken from an angel or farishta?
But an angel after a lapse of certain period becomes deity and then degenerate to human being. I am suggesting here to heal yourself directly from the power of almighty authority who is real ultimate powerhouse. Shiv is the creator and controller of this solar system. Maya Shiv is the creator of galaxy and Paramaya Shiv is the creator of universe. But almighty authority who is in incorporeal form, that is in the form of divine light and also storehouse of infinite power. Muslims remember him as Sarjahan Khan. Noor means controller of the infinite world. Noor means light. God is light. Parbrahma Parameshwar. There are various names of almighty authority. Remember that powerful light or Nur who is the ultimate source of power. If you remember angels or go to a human soul for such healing, then what do you receive? Those who have the understanding of theory of karma, which clearly explains how angels became deity and how the deity had to take birth as a human soul when the soul downgraded itself to such a low level under the influence of elusive forces like earning money in corrupt way. If some human soul is powerful, then he or she will sacrifice everything in order to be in connection with the almighty authority, which is called as real meditation. Where is the need to earn money by fooling the people? This is nothing but the soul is under the influence of illusion, also called as negative energy, in order to earn money to satisfy their greed. The human souls charge heavy fees for various services they offer to any other soul. This is a clear indication that the human souls are under the influence of negative energy called illusion or Maya. Money is nothing but a form of Maya or illusion. Do any human soul today offer his or her service to human society out of feeling of benevolence? No, the only driving force behind such mean activity of human souls is greed for name, fame and money. These human souls are not at the level of sages and saints, and also do not have any connection with Supreme Powerhouse. Their mind is also not in pure state. What do you gain from such souls? Instead, why don't take power directly from the Powerhouse and remain in connection with the Supreme Healer of the entire creation? Then soul will be filled with knowledge and positive power, and all negative energy will be removed and the causal body will get charged, and when the soul depart this body, the soul will attain the highest supreme abode.
Nowadays people believe in short-term course of healing or treatment, like going to a doctor or healer and take medicine and get cured within 4 to 5 days. Likewise, people go to a healer to attend course of 4 to 5 days, and after completion of the course they may get cured or relieved on its own or due to power of their own soul. There is no clarity on this aspect.
Today effect of illusion Maya has been increased in manifolds and the people entangled in illusory world want quick results of everything like earning money or healing of the body similar to taking medicine or injection and get recovered within few days. But this is not the way to get relief from negative energy. Some go for pacification of planets called Grishati rituals etc. Now planets also do not have power on human souls. Ravan had destroyed powers of planet and kept all the planets under his control. He beat Rahu and Shani and controlled all of them by tying them to his bed. Later Hanumanji freed all of them. If you take power directly from the Almighty Authority, then what these petty planetary forces will do to anyone? I have already told in many videos that all deities like God of Air, God of Fire, God of Water, all of them became human beings. Why it does not rain even after various sacrifices called as yagya or haven? Why do natural calamities occur so frequently on earth? Why earth is filled with so much negativity or ignorance or darkness? Timopradhan. Think about this in wider perspective.
Bapuji, you have told us that if you remain in connection with negative people, then their negativity will also influence you.
Negative people have their own shadow or aura. Negative people have negative aura. Angry people have red aura. Creative people have blue aura. Aura changes with the changing of thoughts or the state of mind. So one should try to avoid shadow or aura of such people. That's why it is said dogs are to be kept outside the house, because the dog has highly negative aura. Nowadays human intelligence has reached the stage of animal-like or stone-like.
In foreign countries people used to keep pet animals like dog and cat in their home.
See what the condition of the mind of people living in foreign country is. They are behaving like animals. They love animals but not human beings. From this one can make out the stage of their souls.
So in this way the people are creating karmic bondages with their pet animals.
Yes, all these animals also do have souls. Some time back I have seen a video on ancient aliens in a TV channel where it is said that insects or worms are ancestors of certain group of human beings on earth. So how do insects or worms become the ancestors of human beings? Human beings are actually the incarnation of angels. Initially God created angels after the creation of this Brahmand.
But all the information they reveal in the program Ancient Aliens is not true.
Researchers have the opinion that some inspiration is helping or guiding them in their research. Likewise, scientists are also doing scientific experiments through some inspiration. We cannot deny all these facts brought out by TV channels through research work.
Each one has his own limitation in unraveling the truth.
It is written in our scripture, Garud Puran, that king of 33 crore deities called as Indra became a worm in hell due to unlawful negative action called as sin. This aspect has been explained in our scriptures. Do you think it false? In the end of long span of crores of years, a soul downgrades itself up to the level of two-cell or one-cell structure living entities and the soul becomes completely powerless. Today's main subject is healing, and from whom one has to take power or not is the point of discussion. Everyone should think about this. How is your healer? Is the healer engrossed in worldly attachments, that is illusory negative forces Ma'avi, or not? If he or she is devoid of any attachment of this elusive world, then he or she will not ask for anything in return of his or her services. One should provide healing services free of cost if the healer powerful and truly not under the influence of this elusive world.
Various healers provide healing services at different places. Why don't they provide their services in hospitals?
If they have power, they must practice it in hospitals for the benefit of people on larger scale for free of cost. But the fact is that the so-called healers do not have any power to cure or heal the negativity of souls, because they are completely under the influence of illusion, which is clear from their act of asking money in return of services they provide to other souls.
It is okay, but in reality from where the healers get their power and up to when the power will be retained by them.
They take power from angels. In present time, angels themselves don't have any power. In due course of time, due to loss of power, the angels have been downgraded themselves to deities, and all deities have become humans in physical form. Generally, the healer takes power by remembering his original master, who is the prime or pioneer healer during healing process, but that pioneer master healer soul has become ghost after death. What do you gain from those souls? You call them angels, but I call them ghosts because he or she is dead and now in three-elemental body. The founder healer, that is pioneer soul, may be a saint, but now he or she is dead and becomes a ghost. In fact, the ancient great sages and saints had already departed their physical body and now reside in the higher realms of the space, such as Saptarishus, that is sages now become big stars. They have gone very far away, beyond the stage of causal body.
That means angels who are coming here have attachment to this world.
Watch one of my video, where I have explained about this, that souls of subtle world control this gross world and stay here in groups. Due to their attachment and ignorance, these souls are subjected to the cycle of birth and death repeatedly. Thus they increase their members and form various communities and religions on earth plane. All the founders of different religions and communities have come from subtle world only. What you see in this physical world also do exist in subtle world. Souls of subtle world mean souls having three-elemental body, and by remembering them you will not gain any power. Take power from ultimate source of power or powerhouse. Understand and believe in infinite ultimate powerhouse, who is the only giver to the entire creation. All other are takers. Have direct connection with powerhouse. Know about the correct method of connection and do meditation. Connection with powerhouse means yogk.
Bapuji, now we go a little deeper into this healing process. You have elaborately explained about this in one of your video. When one remembers Supreme Father of the infinite creation, then power starts coming into our subtle body and causal body. When we receive power, does it also cure our physical body?
Initially, diseases start first in the mind. Mind means monomashari or causal body. Body created due to the thoughts in mind is causal body. So disease first come in the mind, then it pass on to causal body, from where it came into the mind.
By seeing, hearing and also thinking, the disease comes from the atmosphere.
A soul creates his own karmic records in this world through mind, that is by thinking, word that is by speaking, and by doing actions physically, and all these are the root cause of all diseases in mind or causal body. Thoughts in the mind transfers to causal body, and from causal body it reaches to subtle body, thus affects subtle body, or also gets affected, becomes negative, and this negative impression transfers to the physical body. This is the way the diseases are created in physical body. If one connects with powerhouse and receives power from the ultimate powerhouse, which finally charges the soul, the soul gets illuminated. Ultimately, soul needs power, and that power will come from powerhouse only. Nobody can transfer that power to you. Soul needs supreme light, param light, not this light or the light of sun. Light of the sun is fire element.
Our souls need power of supreme element and supreme light, and their deficiency in the soul create diseases in the body. You used to tell us that by remembering Father of the infinite supreme light and supreme elements descends to our soul from the powerhouse. Main source to empower 5 elements: ether, air, fire, water, and earth are supreme element and supreme light. With the power of supreme light, 5 elements in the body get purified and charged with supreme energy. Along with it, our subtle body and causal body also get charged. In this way our manome or causal body gets charged, and gradually our physical body also gets cured. Now please tell us for how much time we should do meditation and how to get power immediately, because you told us that our body is the outcome of repeated birth cycle from crores of years. So it is not going to happen in few minutes.
You became human after uncountable life cycles of birth and death. Formerly you were an angel. After many cycles of birth and death, soul becomes extremely negative and deficit of power. While remaining in continuous connection with powerhouse, gradually your soul get charged and becomes powerful. Just like your mobile also takes time to get charged, similarly soul also requires time to get charged. That is why it is written in Srimad Bhagavad Gita to become a karma yogi and always remember the Supreme Father, the Almighty Authority, in the state of soul consciousness. Then gradually power from the powerhouse will be received by you. The method to remember the Almighty Authority is clearly mentioned in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. As per Srimad Bhagavad Gita, one should forget his or her body and bodily relations but not to abandon them, and while living the life of a householder one should remember the Almighty Authority in incorporeal form through his or her mind and intelligence, remaining in purely soul conscious state. First one should have the experience of soul consciousness state. One should have awareness that he or she is a pure soul.
Bapuji, I have a question. I conduct seminars for students. In that I used to tell students that in one day there are 60,000 seconds. Out of 24 hours, we sleep for 8 hours, remaining 16 hours if converted into seconds will be around 60,000 seconds. If we spend half of 60,000 seconds in positive remembrance of God, then our soul starts charging, and if we able to remember Almighty Authority or Supreme Light constantly for 60,000 seconds, then our soul will gradually be filled up with power and deficiency in soul will be eliminated. So every individual has to be in full awareness every second regarding what he or she is thinking and about whom he or she is thinking. You have already explained that the reason for unhappiness is nothing but resultant outcome of a person pondering over affairs of the whole world instead of concentrating on his self at that moment. Present day people are in habits of thinking about others instead of their own self. If a soul starts to remember Supreme Soul for 60,000 seconds continuously, then his or her life will be transformed, isn't it?
First, there should be the proper method to connect with Almighty Authority. Before that, soul should have proper knowledge of Almighty Authority. Along with knowledge there comes the method how to meditate. Learning the method of yoga is the real knowledge. You don't have to be a renunciate, that is sannyasi, to do meditation. While living a family life fulfilling all the filial responsibilities, one should try to be in a soul consciousness state and become karma yogi all the time. Requires a lot of practice. To connect with Supreme Soul, one is required to attain real knowledge at the outset. First, soul is required to attain knowledge, and then there should be the practice to remain in soul consciousness. When soul stays in soul consciousness state, then soul will experience a state beyond this illusory world even while staying physically in this temporary illusory world, which is called as Mayajit. Then soul will clearly feel the impermanence of this illusory false world around him or her, and his or her mind will attain thoughtless state called as nisikalp. Slowly the soul becomes thoughtless and the causal body gets charged with positive power. In the end, when soul leaves physical body, soul will reach the eternal abode of Supreme Father, the Almighty Authority. Whomever you remember, you will get that only. If you remember ghosts, you will go to them only. If you remember constantly Supreme Soul, then your destination will be the highest supreme abode. Soul will attain incorporeal state and reside in the eternal supreme abode of Almighty Authority.
This has to be done for myself only, or can we meditate for the benefit of other people also?
First, enlighten your soul with Supreme Soul conscious state, only then you can illuminate other souls.
Can we teach this knowledge to all other souls?
Yes, spread this knowledge in the whole world. Connect with real infinite powerhouse and illuminate your soul's supreme power. There are different varieties of souls. Some are more powerful and some are weak depending on the quality of souls.
If we give healing to somebody, is this all temporary?
There is no one on this earth plane who can heal other by transferring power. The healer himself is filled with all the negative qualities like anger, greed and lust, etc. So what power healer will transfer to the other souls? What negativity the healer has, only that will be transferred to the other soul. So take direct power from Almighty Authority, the ultimate powerhouse. Why do you seek to take power via some other soul?
This is a bitter truth.
Yes, this bitter truth is the only reality. I know very well about these so-called healers on earth. They are all materialistic people completely under the grip of illusion. If you come in contact with these materialistic healers, then you will also receive their negative energy. If a healer takes power from angels who are within the gravitational influence of sun, then these souls are not at all angels. Angels are those souls who are beyond the range of gravity of sun. Those who don't have any attraction or relation to this gross world are known as true Farishta or angels.
Bapuji, the main source of power of this Brahmand is Shiv.
One should take power from Shiv. Then he or she will become equivalent to Shiv. If one takes power from Maya Shiv, then he or she will become equivalent to Maya Shiv, and further, if one takes power from Paramahashiv, he or she will have power to reach the center of universe. So what a soul wants to become, Shiv or Maya Shiv or Paramahashiv, to reach to Almighty Authority, this is to be decided by the soul itself after attaining the knowledge.
If a person wants to be cured only, then what he has to do?
This knowledge is not for negative ignorant people, those souls who are under the complete influence of this materialistic world.
Our aim is to bring forth the truth to the whole world. Till now nobody has disseminated such knowledge so far. Nowadays there is mentality of human being to earn more money, name, and fame in the name of healing therapy. Their only aim is to promote their work and name. But nobody is interested to know about Supreme Soul and to manifest the ultimate source of power, that is Almighty Authority.
Truth is always bitter. I am not saying all this on my own. During deep meditation, the Almighty Authority, the controller of trillions and trillions of multiple universes himself, helps me to emerge all the supreme knowledge within me, and also shows me the entire space full of galaxies and universes. I am telling this bitter truth to make everybody know the fact that instead of connecting with human souls for healing, everybody should search for Almighty Authority for recouping their soul power. The power required by a soul is nothing but a minuscule drop of power in an ocean of power that Almighty Authority has. He is the ocean of power. He is the ocean of kindness. I am telling the truth, which may seem bitter to most of the people.
You have always reminded us about the importance and value of knowledge in our life. Knowledge alone can benefit the soul in every aspect of life. Even if one wishes to change someone else, it is not possible to bring change unless the soul himself takes interest to understand and follow the knowledge. You have described everything in detail. Everyone has to take a positive step towards his own welfare. Nobody can do that for you. That means everybody has to take their own responsibility. Everyone has to purify his own past bad karmas. Therefore, knowledge and yogk is only support for the welfare of the soul. Knowledge has already been given in many of your other videos, and there is a video named The Secret of Yoga, which is a very enlightening one, in which you have discussed the valuable experiences of your life. In future we will ask and gain knowledge from you on different similar topics. I would also request our viewers to subscribe our channel if not done, and click the bell button to get the notification. Please refer our playlist Unspoken Truth, wherein you can find important list of videos. Thanks Bapuji. Paramshanti.